This is a good question. Shawn Kemp versus Chris Webber. Who had the better career and who did I like more? Ooh, this is a good one. Because I remember the Rain Man in Seattle. And remember, he was the one that was traded from Chicago to Seattle for the Scottie Pippen. And ironically, in that finals, that was his peak. He played out his mind. You know, some people say Chicago may let the foot off the tank. I don't think they did. Kemp got off. That series won 6 games. Shawn Kemp was probably the third best player on that floor. And you could almost make the case, depends on how many games you thought Jordan stood out, you could make the case he may have been second because Dennis Rodman was the one who really was the MVP of that finals for the Bulls. That's another story, another video. But anyway, Shawn Kemp got off in that series. Chris Webber played for the Michigan Wolverines. I was Fab Five. I was my team. Michigan's my college basketball team. And incredible hands coordination. The interesting thing is when you look at their numbers, it's not that far off. But Weber had a better statistical drop. He had more range. He had a better overall game. It's a classic example of who did you like, who was the better player, but who did you like? Weber was the better player, but I like Kemp more so. Those power dunks, I'm sorry. You can debate where you rank him as far as in-game dunkers go. Shawn Kemp's got to be top 10 as far as in-game dunkers go. He might be top 5. The Rain Man had some crazy spring, and he would juke and jam on you and gave you some facials that Orlov Olay and Clearasil can't clear your face the way he could clear your face when he was mugging on you. I mean, he would yak on you, and the Rain Man was lethal. But his overall game, and he got a lot of blocks, rebounds, but I think Weber got betterness in totality. So I think Weber, because I thought Weber was a great passer. Weber set up a lot of stuff, and I think that that's one of the things. And again, it's not a huge amount, but it's enough of amount where you could definitely see the differences. So I think that's where I come down with it. But again, it comes down to what you like, who you side with. You know, if I go for a career, for who's the better career, I'm gonna say C Webb. If I go by who moved me more, I'm gonna say Shawn Kemp. And that's the interesting thing about it, because it doesn't always. Sometimes two things can be true at the same time. And I've had it happen to me a lot. There are guys that I will say that knowingly were better, but they were similar. But who moved me more and who I knew was better, it's two different things, and they hit differently.